fitness warfare. You may want to grab a pen and a paper. I'm going to share with you a couple key things on how you can go at your fitness warfare. If you're striving for a better fitness for your better fitness lifestyle, you are no doubt going through what I call fitness warfare. You ever heard of spiritual warfare? Well, we have fitness warfare. Imagine for a minute, imagine that you're in the ocean. You know how the oceans have like that riptide underneath it, that kind of like undercurrent, where you're swimming in the ocean and that water is pulling you back. That riptide is pulling you back. It's the same thing every day as you're striving towards your fitness goals. Everyday life brings about challenges and obstacles. And so you're striving through, but every day you're getting pulled back, but yet every day you're striving through, and you're making progress. So how do we achieve victory in our fitness warfare? We're considered following what I call the 5 fundamentals of fitness. So basically 5 fundamentals: proper training, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. Those are the 5 things that I really stick with. You know, one of my mentors, I was listening to him early today on the way to the studio today, and he says, there's really only about a half a dozen things in anything if you want to get better at it. And it's so true. There's only really about a half a dozen things with fitness. For example, with fitness, I think there's what I call the 5 fundamentals. We just talked about it: proper training, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, and mindset. So if you just stick to the basics, follow the fundamentals, you will achieve success. I'll just cover a few quick things for you in regards to those 5 things. Number 1, with exercise. Imagine for a moment that we have a twin-engine airplane. We have 2 engines on the airplane. And imagine if we only had 1 engine working on the airplane, well, how far will we get, right? Not as efficient if we have both engines on the airplane. Now, with your fitness, I consider strength training and cardiovascular training to be the 2 primary engines on your fitness program. So make sure you do something for strength and something for cardio, heart, lungs, fat burn. Number 2 is nutrition. Imagine for a moment we're trying to build a 2-story house from scratch. Now imagine if we only have half the materials necessary to build the house, how far are we going to get? So about halfway, right? So the foods that we eat on a daily basis, are like the supplies that goes towards building our bodies. That's why it's so important to be eating healthy things. So that's the thing. So when it comes down to what types of foods that we eat, let's say we're trying to build a fire in a fireplace, right? So we're trying to build this awesome fire, and then on one hand we have a stack of oak wood, right? And on the other hand, we have a stack of paper. Now, not including, kindling and getting the fire started, but if you had to choose between the oak wood or the paper to burn in your fireplace all day long, which one would you pick and why? Well, most people would say the oak wood, right? And why the oak wood? The oak wood because it's going to burn longer. It's going to last longer. Imagine if you burn a piece of paper, how fast it's going to burn. Some foods burn like the paper, and some foods burn more like they would. So we want to eat things more like they would. I suggest to my clients basically a whole food, plant-based diet. And that's going to be fruits and vegetables, whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, oatmeal, and proteins like legumes, lentils, nuts, and seeds. Now, in the nutrition world, they're basically eating that way is good for 3 reasons. 1, and you might want to write this down, it's good for your health. Check it out. Whole food plant-based is good for your health. Number 2, whole food plant-based is good for the environment. Number 3, whole food plant-based is good for the animals because it's also vegan. Now, vegan is more for animal rights than it is about health. But when you eat whole food plant-based, you're also eating vegan. So you're helping the animals because you're not killing them unnecessarily or harming them in any kind of way. So you get your health benefit, the environment benefit, and the animals to benefit. So those are the 2 basics: training and nutrition, recovery, sleep approximately 7.5 to 9 hours sleep a night, supplementing intelligently. There's basically nutritional supplements like shakes and those kind of things, and then there are enhancement performance supplements like creatine and others. Okay, if you have questions on that, let me know. But it's a little bit more advanced because the basics are what? Training, nutrition, recovery, fundamentals, then supplementation, then last but not least, mindset. Now, coaching is very powerful, specifically in the realm of mindset. Imagine that if you and I got to sit down every week and just talk about your health and fitness goals, specifically your goals. Imagine after several weeks, a few months, imagine how much better you're going to be. So if you're interested in collaborating with me with your health and fitness, just consider texting me the word FIT, F-I-T, to my mobile number, 520-400-9573. Text me the word FIT, and then we'll start on a journey, and I'll help you. We'll go down that path and see if it's a fit. May or may not be a fit, and either way is okay. But now in the meantime, consider working on your mindset. How do you work on your mindset on your own? I would say consider a very good goal setting process. Like, for example, my mentor suggests that we write our goals out and memorize them in the present tense. Like this, for example, I am happy, and we always add that we're grateful. I am happy and grateful now that I am, see how I put it in the present tense? I am happy and grateful now that I am, boom, right? And then you say your goal. I'm happy and grateful now. I'm happy and grateful right now that I am. Does that make sense? So we're putting your goals in the present tense, and that is powerful beyond anything when it comes to fitness warfare you can think of. It's that mental edge, and that's what gives me the mental edge and my clients mental edge, because every day you're thinking about your goal in the present tense. I am happy and grateful now that I am, boom, and you say your goal. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. So remember, get clear and specific on your goals. Back it up with the 5 fundamentals of fitness: training, nutrition, recovery, supplementation, mindset. Consider saying your goals every day in the present tense. I am happy and grateful now that I am, boom, say your goal. And then if you want some help, you're interested in coaching, just curious about how it works, please reach out to me. I'm very friendly and easy to talk to. Just text me the word FIT, F-I-T, to 520-400-9573. I'll see you on the next lessons. Fitness Warfare.